I guess one of the fortunate ones, really, all the young tyros that Eddie has over here have all been hammering his door down to get on this card and to get their careers back on. Nikita and Ray Ford are the guys who have that opportunity this weekend. Ray, thanks for joining us, my man.
Hey, no problem.
Obviously, you're nearly out the bubble now. We've got one more day to go before we get those test results back, and we're all kind of a more normal fight week will resume with a press conference on Thursday and that. But you must just be itching to get back in the ring and just resume your career, sir.
Yes, most definitely. I can't wait to get back in.
Excellent, mate. Guys, please fire away with questions for Ray.
Hey, how you doing, Raymond? I've been checking you out on Instagram a little bit. How's work been coming along for you and getting prepared?
Everything's been great. Been training hard, doing a lot of sparring, running, intense workouts, strength and conditioning. So I'm well prepared for this fight.
How has sparring been for you? What's been the gym situation? I saw you maybe even going back with Shakur Stevenson. Maybe you were getting a little work in with him at one point. Was that?
Yeah, that was before this fight though.
Oh, when you had the original date.
Yeah.
Okay. So how has the gym situation been for you in terms of getting back to your normal preparations?
It's been great. I've been training at TKO, and I've been going to gyms in Philly, and they've been showing support this whole camp.
All right. You're in an exciting division, tons of great young fighters there. How do you expect over the next year coming out of this pandemic? How do you plan to make sure that your name is at the front of the group?
Just paying off fighting the top guys in the division, getting these belts, and then taking over and becoming the face of the division.
All right. Best of luck to you this weekend, boss.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Reggie. Guys, any more questions, please, for Ray?
I've got some. Ray, good evening from London. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Obviously, as my colleague was just saying, you're early in your career. But super feather, I mean, you're 21, aren't you, I believe? Yeah?
Right.
I mean, your body will still grow a little more, so we can expect you to go to lightweight. Super feather, lightweight are two incredible divisions now to be coming up in, where you progress to 10-0, 15-0, 15-1, 15-1 draw, doesn't matter. You progress. We see your style. You develop a following. Eddie Hearn loves you. He wants to make you loved on DAZN and in America. There are at least 5 or 6 names in super feather and lightweight who are literally the biggest stars coming in boxing right now. It must be a great time to be knowing how good you are and how you can pitch yourself against these guys within kind of 18 to 24 months.
Yeah, it's definitely great. Boxing has a new generation with a lot of great talent, a lot of big fighters, big names. And I'm just happy to be a part of it all.
When you look at Oscar Valdez or Jamel Herring, our own Carl Frampton, these must be guys you look at, and then you go up one, and it's literally a who's who of who are the rising stars in the sport at the moment, with Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta, Devin Haney. I mean, Luke Campbell. I mean, you must be licking your young lips at the prospect of it, man.
I mean, 130, that's the division above me now. I'm fighting at 126. So, but yeah, I definitely would love to.
You're not at super feather. You're still at feather, yeah? Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were moving to super feather. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, when I get up there, 130 and 135, I'm pretty sure like most of them guys at 135, they're gonna be at 140. But eventually, we'll meet before my career ends.
It's just that, really. I'm just excited about. I don't want to rush you though either, because we all want to see you guys come up. And I suppose not rushing, your mentors around you will be telling you as well, do not rush. You've won things at a junior level. You take your time and you learn your craft, presumably, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. I got a great team behind me, and definitely going to tell me the right things and the right moves to make at the right time.
Thanks for your answers. I look forward to see you fight on Saturday night. Thank you. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, and thank you for everything and supporting me.
We'll see you over here in the UK soon, hopefully, you know?
Most definitely.
Thank you, Gareth. Any more questions, guys, for Ray Ford?
Quick question, Ray. You had to fight. I was actually planning on being at that one in Maryland, and that fell apart. You know, when this situation fell upon all of us, and you know, the fight was called off, boxing halted. What did you do at that point?
I just stayed in the house. All the gyms was closed. Stayed in the house, stuck around my family, spent time with them. Did a lot of resting. And then once the gym started, I started going to my one coach house and started training with him inside of his house, hitting the mitts, and he has a heavy bag in his attic and stuff like that. Did a little running, shadowboxing, little small things. And then as soon as the gym started opening, I started getting back into sparring and things.
Gotcha. As Gareth just mentioned, like you said, this phenomenal young talent from 126 to 135. In your division, you know, what's kind of like a step-up fight that you might have your eye on, you know, a particular opponent or something out there that, you know, you think would propel you into contention? Is there anybody you're eyeing or considering?
Not really right now. I do want to fight Sean Garcia, but that's a prospect fight. It's not like me moving up into a contender. But I do want to fight like Navarette, Josh Warrington, and all those guys up there.
I saw Dog Bay had a good win recently. Last question. I know.
We at 126?
Yeah, I think he just had his fight there against Avalos.
Oh, I thought you were still at 122. Yeah, I'll fight him too, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
I see Eddie Hearn has taken some of the guys over, you know, over to the UK to fight. And he, like Gareth just said, he's pretty excited about what your future holds. Is that something you'd be interested in doing and experiencing the, you know, what we see over there from the UK fight fans and that whole scene?
Most definitely. I actually fought over there my second fight. So, yeah, I got a little bit of experience over there. It was great. I love the people out there. And I would definitely go back to fight, especially in bigger fights.
Okay. I'd be interested in that Navarette fight. So you keep doing what you're doing, boss.
Most definitely. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks again, Reggie. Guys, any more questions for Ray, please?
One
Yes.
more. Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, I think we got two more.
Woke up for you, Raymond, right away. A quick one for you. You're in an incredibly competitive division. Do you think about that and the road you've got, you know, being especially tough because of that? And since you are young, do you anticipate that you will move up at some point?
Most definitely. I'm still growing. I have a lot of time before I do move up. I was thinking about staying at 122 to get a belt there, but it looks like that might not be happening. But definitely, I love the competition at 126. I'm a fighter. This is what I do. So I'm with all the smoke. I want all the top guys, and this is how I'm going to be great, beating those top dudes in the division, becoming unified and undisputed and things like that. So I definitely love all the names and the competition that's at this division. And then when I move up, I want all the big names there as well.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hey, Ray, I only have a few questions. First question is, you know, boxing with the COVID pandemic, a lot has changed. How do you feel like you had to adjust to the environment?
I really didn't have to adjust too much. It's just me being focused and just doing what I have to do while everything is going on so I can prepare for this fight.
You mentioned that you had to stay home for a little bit because, you know, gyms were closed. Do you feel like it affected you?
Not at all. I feel like I needed that time. I was injured. I was supposed to fight in April, but I felt like I wasn't 100%, but the doctors and everything, they approved me to start training again. So I feel like that time gave me a little more time to recover and get to 100%. So now I feel great and I'm ready.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gail and Ivy. Guys, any more questions for Ray? Otherwise, we'll call this a day. Unfortunately, Shakram Girsov's unable to get back on. He's having phone issues. So if anybody wanted to grab him but missed him, we will try and sort something out later in the week. But yeah, any more for Ray?
I have one last question.
Go, Reggie. You go, Reggie. You go first. I'll go after.
Thank you. This is a big, pretty big fight with, you know, with the ladies up in the main event, Cecilia and Jessica McCaskill. You know, do you think this gives you a chance to steal the show by doing something really exciting with a lot of eyes on you?
Most definitely. I always come to steal the show no matter who's on the card. I don't care if I was on the card with Anthony Joshua, I'm going to try to steal the show. So I want to be the best in this sport. That's what I'm here to do. So most definitely.
Good attitude.
And just a final one from me, Raymond. Going back to May last year when you were on the Nottingham card, yeah, which I'd forgotten as well. I wasn't there that night, but you were on a card with, as Anthony or Eddie would tell you, a lot of the young prospects: Dalton Smith, Chris Billum-Smith, Terry Harper, who's now a world champion. Yeah. Obviously, she had a split draw last weekend. Trying to think of a few others, but there were Fabio Wardley, who won last weekend by knockout at heavyweight, who Dillian White discovered on the white collar circuit, who'd never had any amateur career. When you were over here, did you get a flavour of how it's different over here? How there is and I'm not saying boxing isn't huge in America. It's the mecca for boxing. Whatever anyone says from here, it's still the mecca for boxing. The big nights in Madison Square Garden, the huge nights in Las Vegas, the reach, the reach that the continent has. With what is it, 250 million people. We're a small nation that barks very loudly. Do you know what I mean? That's what we are. We're a small nation that barks loudly, and we're barking quite loudly at the moment. But did you get a sense of like the culture and love for boxing over here, and that the fans actually really appreciate a talent like your own?
Yes, most definitely. Definitely different, and you guys show a lot of love over there with boxing. I feel like that's probably like up there with like Mexico, probably, like as far as like the support and everything. So yeah, it's definitely great over there, the boxing community and things like that. So that's why I was saying, like, once I get into them bigger fights and like a fight with Josh Warrington, it would be great over there. So
nice one. Go well on Saturday night. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Gareth, and thank you, guys. We've hit 1 o'clock. We're going to let Ray go if there's unless there's any more quick questions for him as he gets to make weight. And thank you so much for your time, Ray.
No problem. Thank you.